Hello there, welcome to the show, you very special audience.
Oh, it's me chicken this time.
Coming up on today's show, you lovely audience, Judy James diagnosed with the all-new disease.
James, that's another
bedsit
That's
fever.
another woman, I'm not having it.
Just for you, the lovely audience. And we're launching this year's search for the housemate lookalike.
Housemate lookalikes.
And finally, the people who know Victor best, his best mates Mervyn Payne and his girlfriend Alicia.
That's another woman.
Here to help us answer the question, who is the real Victor? But first we start, as we always do, Little Brothers.
He's big and dead.
Hot show, hot day, that's all I can say. Now, tonight's Channel 4 show on 10 o'clock tonight is brilliant. Therefore, we have a lot to live up to, and we intend to do that with classic items such as this. We're launching this year's search for the housemate lookalikes. Judy James, she's here. She diagnoses an all-new disease with christened bedsit fever. And finally, the people who know Victor best, his best mates Payne, Mervyn, and his girlfriend Alicia, here to help us answer the question, who is the real Victor? But we kick off, as we always do, with a leap, a kick, and an introduction into Little Brother's big news. OK, after days of holding hands, play fighting, and let's face it, lots and lots and lots of flirting, at 2:22 this morning, Jason and Vanessa finally got it on. And just waiting for confirmation there. Yes, indeed, it was tongues. For the full snog, and you were definitely tongues, for the full snog, a little bit more, watch tonight at 10 p.m. At 12:30 today, Michelle and Emma asked Big Brother to help them broaden their horizons. Let's take a look at this.
If we go back in, right, do you know, like Victor said, I was stupid, right? What I want to do is, I want you to write me a paragraph,
from
really,
an encyclopedia.
yeah, from an encyclopedia, what's really clever, and I want to sit next to Victor, and I'm going to go, yeah, all right, Victor, how's it going? I was just wondering, do you know what the da-da-da-da-da? But you've got to tell me the meaning as well, because I won't have a budgies.
What is a budgies? And finally, at 1:48 this afternoon, the second phase of this week's football task kicked off as the first two housemates were called into action.
Who is it?
France versus Portugal.
France, who's France?
Some very crafty footwork from the Portuguese. And it's there! That's a goal! What a great goal from Portugal!
OK, and that was Little Brother's big news. So, after 2 weeks of Jason flirting with both Dan and Vanessa, and a few days ago Vanessa claiming she'd never, says here, ever have a relationship in the house, last night Jason and Vanessa finally got it on in the garden, and let me assure you there was a lot of this. With their eyes wide open. And you know what that means? I don't love you. With that in mind, we started thinking to ourselves, well, is this genuine? So today's cool BBUK could only be, who is using who? These are the numbers to call. I've heard of cabin fever, but until this weekend, I never knew you could catch it in a bedsit. Here to explain all and what's been happening is BBUK legend Judy James. Who, I might add, got mugged the other day. And then she beat the mugger up. Yay! And got back a bag. Yay! but not if it goes to court. OK, Judy, we're seeing Michelle and Emma start to go stir-crazy in the bedsit. That has to be inevitable. I've seen it. There's no natural light. I mean, it must be smelling by now because there's no natural air. So
absolutely,
it must be inevitable, right?
It's inevitable. I think you're doing a psychological first on this one as well. I don't think many people have been in those conditions. I mean, even if you were put in prison, you'd have somewhere where you could go. You'd have a yard, you could walk round, you'd have other people to talk to, but they're completely confined to those 2 rooms.
Right, we want to get your take on the 2 girls. First up is Emma. Take a look.
Emma just didn't think, you know.
Don't start, Victor.
She just doesn't have any boundaries, the girl, does she?
She just doesn't have any brains, mate.
No, it isn't. Get me out of the room now. Get me out of this room now. Get me out of this room now. I'm really going to go insane because I really am going to do some... Oh, I can't...
She is apoplectic, isn't she? Now, to be fair to her, people aren't normally in those sort of situations, are they? So, I mean, they don't really hear other people slagging them off on a big TV screen. So, I mean, it must be quite a big shock to her.
I think so. She's reasonably thick-skinned. And she's got a good coping mechanism, which is she's very childlike. So she ripped the headphones off. She didn't sit and listen to any more of it, and she walked away, which is probably a good thing to do.
That helps?
Yeah, I mean, she got it off her chest. She literally sat and threw a tantrum, and when children throw tantrums, it actually helps their stress levels. So I think that's probably going to be her big survival system.
OK. I was going to say, with that tantrum, is she overreacting, or is that a good thing for her to do?
She is overreacting, but it is good for her, yeah.
Well, then again, he did say some harsh things.
It's not a pretty sight, but, well, yes, but, you know, yeah. But she'll feel better. She'll probably make it up with him and things, so she's...
Absolutely. Do you think she'll carry out the threats, or when she goes in there, she'll realise she's got a lovable side?
She'll probably storm in, but I think, you know, they'll get around.
Do you think you should be worried or not?
Who?
Victor. About what?
Not her. No, I don't think so. I think they'll probably end up being quite good friends.
OK, well, in that case, let's have a look at Michelle.
She's not even doing that properly, you know. It's just...
Do you normally get moisturised, do you?
Yeah.
It's hurting my feelings that now I'm gone, she's Michelle. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm Michelle, she's Shell.
Naked jacuzzi! Naked jacuzzi!
No naked jacuzzi-ness!
Michelle, chill.
We want to see some stripping.
Come on, guys! Marco, don't make them have a naked jacuzzi, please.
Don't worry.
But I do worry, man, I do.
I am so scared of her.
No!
It hurts.
She scares me.
Is her jealousy magnified by the fact she's in the bedsit, or is she just naturally a jealous person? I think she's a jealous person.
She's a jealous person, but, and this is where trouble's brewing, it will magnify it. That kind of seclusion will exaggerate all their negative personality traits, so she's going to be a real balled-up little person by the time she comes out.
She's admitted herself that she's a jealous person, but the thing is, her and Stuart aren't even going out.
I know.
They haven't said, yes, we are an item. They've just been kissing and cuddling.
The thing, and girls would probably recognise this, she was in that house, and within 5 minutes of entering that house, she had bagged Stuart for herself. Within 5 minutes, she was like an exorcist.
How do you girls do that?
She just walked straight across, and it's like little bits of touch that happen, and all the other girls know this is mine. Keep off.
Because we do that, and, you know, the girls or other guys just tell us to sod off.
Well, no, the guys, you see, they don't realise it's happened, so suddenly they wonder why nobody else chats them up. So she literally put a little sticker on him straight away, but yeah, he's hers.
Have you seen anything for her to be jealous about? Cause
yeah.
No, he's not doing anything wrong.
No, sorry, don't play the innocent, no.
What's he doing wrong? He's eating cake.
No, he flirted more with Shell than in the small space of time than he ever did with Michelle. She didn't give him a chance to flirt with her, you see.
Okay.
But with Shell, he's quite relaxed, he's joking. And Vanessa, he's had a bit of a flirt with as well. So.
Do you think he fancied either of those two? Or...
I think possibly both, yeah.
That is fantastic. OK, well, you're probably right, because listen out for what she mumbled yesterday when she made the housemates a chocolate cake, interestingly, spiked with quite a lot of chilli.
Yeah. This is what happens when you flirt with other girls. You think you're getting a cookie cake, but it's something else. Should
Stuart be scared when she goes back in there?
Yes, England should be scared.
What What do you think is going to happen when she goes back in?
I don't think Stuart will be the main problem. I think if any of the other girls start to make a play for him, and they already have, I think they're the ones that she'll go for. She's a very controlling character. If you watch, she doesn't do facial expressions, but her eyes are watching all the time. So I think that she'll probably forgive Stuart and make a play for him again, which might be more scary, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it will be the other girls that she'll probably turn into real enemies. They're the ones that ought to watch out.
I love it when girls do that.
Chili powder is
It's
the least of their
hysterical.
problems.
Stuart's the one that's been flirting, and then she'll blame the others.
Oh, yeah, God, well, it's a good thing to do, so it's not his fault. He still fancies her, but it's the others that led him astray, you see.
Girls rule. OK, thank you very much, Judy. You're back for Cool BBLB, aren't you? So look forward to that. Still to come, Victor's best friends, Mervyn and Payne, and his girlfriend, Alicia. We're here to decipher the mystery that is Victor. Or is it DNA? We'll see you in 3. Welcome back to BBLB, your water cooler moment. OK, so anyway, lots and lots of people, well, my mum, has asked what goes on behind the scenes. Who are the men that whisper in the air, the men that walk behind, the women that do the do? We're going to go into one of these offices to find out. There's several of these around. This is where all the edits are done. People smiling at me. This is a tape library. You can see we're only a couple of weeks in. See, this is all the tapes are kept and stuff. The librarian, I imagine, spends most of his day doing this. I'm so dead when he sees me. And this isn't editing here. It's an editor. His name is John. Just going to have a quick hello with him. Hello, John.
Hi, Dermot.
What story are you cutting at the moment?
I'm cutting Ahmed's apology for tomorrow's reality show.
And how long will that take you?
About 40 minutes.
If you're quick.
If I'm quick and don't drink too much tea.
OK, cool. And you do that for tonight's show, right?
It's for tomorrow's reality show.
OK, brilliant. Thank you very much. So several editors working very hard on you know, different pieces. Some for BBLB, some for the reality show that goes on night time, of course, some for Friday's show. So that's a quick look at one of the offices. Over here, got a little double-decker office effect. I don't know if you've seen the show on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays on E4, Big Brother's E-Forum. That's their team there. There's Russell, look. Hey, fantastic. Russell hosts it. That's on tonight at 7 o'clock on E4, which is a lovely way of me plugging it, whilst showing you their wonderful and quite beautiful office. So there we go. That's just a little quick tour as to what's going on behind the scenes at the moment. Thought you might like to know. Each year on BBLB, we are inundated with hundreds of emails from you, the discerning viewer, claiming that your best friend, your auntie, or one of your pets looks like one of the housemates. This year, it's no different. We're going to launch BBLB, or Big Brother lookalikes, today, but 3 have been sent in that we think are so brilliant we need to show them to you. The first up is Exhibit A. His name is Simon Franklin. There's Simon. There we go, having a quick look. Looks like a member of a new metal band of some sort of description. It's sent in by his mum, Nikki. Apparently, an older guy spotted him and said, "Hey, Team Handsome!" I'd be slightly worried about if an older man started shouting Team Handsome at me. But as you can see, the startling similarity between him and Stuart is absolutely brilliant. Next up, oh, you're going to love this. Next up is Pete. He's a surly-looking character, isn't he? I believe he's from Nottingham. It's certainly sent in by his friend Neil from Nottingham. He thinks his mate Pete looks freakishly similar to Kitten. There we go. If you don't know, I don't know if they've actually met before. Maybe that's Kitten's arm, but there's a little paw print there, so I'm not entirely sure what Kitten's been up to. And lastly, we have received a lot of celebrity suggestions for Emma and Michelle since they went into the bed set. Some people have said the royal family, others have said Wayne the Slob for Emma, but we think we have found the best. Looking almost exactly the same as the girls in the bed set, it's Waldorf and Statler from the Muppets. What do you think of it? This show's terrible. OK, so any family, friends, pets, or even mouldy food that bears a passing resemblance to any of the housemates, we want to hear from you, and here's how to get in touch. What's that through there? After 18 days in the house, the housemates are beginning to show their true colours. They're shining through. However, there's one person that's still keeping his hand very closely guarded. His name is Victor. There's 2 sides to Victor. We all know them. We love them. Victor Slick, the diary room dwelling master tactician who's carefully plotting against the other housemates. And Victor, the big, friendly giant, the fun-loving, hat-wearing housemate who's had a laugh with everyone. So the question is, will the real Victor please stand up? Here to try and help us sort out this problem are Victor's two best friends, Mervyn and Payne, and Victor's girlfriend, Alicia. Hello there. Alicia, first, tell us about the Victor you know and love.
Victor I know and love. He's a sweetie, really. He's a big friendly giant, isn't it? He's really good with his son. Really good with his son. When our son was really young, you know, he got in there, changing nappies and everything.
Victor changing a nappy?
Yeah.
This I've got to see.
No, but he's really good. He's really good. Really lovely.
From how you've seen him in the house, how similar is that to the man you know? Because you do see that side to him in the house sometimes.
Yeah, but then you know, there are two sides to Victor. You know, there's Slick, and then there's Vic, and I go out with Vic.
Okay, cool. Okay, Mervyn and Payne, the Victor you know might be a little bit different, right?
Sort of, yeah. He's a bit more quick and witty. He doesn't show his sensitive side that much, basically.
So you saying he's just like any regular guy?
Basically, yeah, but he just likes to have a laugh every now and then.
All right, let's see the two sides of Victor in action.
I'm here to be the slick man. Before me there were many, and after me there will be none, because I am the one. When the grass is cut, the snakes will show, and I can hear a bit of hissing. I can whip a lot of ass when I need to. Get everybody looking at everybody else and start picking each other off, while I just slide through. All flying under the radar. You get my drift, don't you?
Come with me. Better stand back, because I'm busy like, hold up.
I'm pretty much a normal human being. I like to think I'm a nice guy.
I'll be all right, mate.
Since I've been here, I have not found fault with anybody. I'm just having a blast, like, do you know what I'm saying?
Do you want some time alone or something?
Some tissue.
Okay, the chicken. Can I cook it?
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
I'm feeling very loved.
The one thing I'm getting from that more than anything else is he loves his pyjamas.
Yeah.
He's always in them pyjamas.
Yes, he is very much.
How many pairs of pyjamas he brought into that house?
I don't know.
You don't?
Honestly, I don't know.
OK, let's concentrate on Vic the Slick. After a few weeks, he had all the girls from No Angels on. We had him on the show. They all thought Victor Slick one-liners were rehearsed.
No.
He genuinely just comes out with them like that?
He does. He's really quick-witted.
Yeah.
He's intelligent, which people don't realise how intelligent he is. He just rolls off his tongue.
OK. I mean, did he work those lines with you when you first met him?
No.
Alicia.
No. No.
And Victor.
No.
None of that?
None of that. None of that. I wouldn't have been having it.
So how did he, get you?
Do you know what? We just saw each other and liked to look at each other.
Excellent.
Started talking. He didn't come with
You let you get a word in edgeways?
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't come with any of that slick stuff. He just started talking and he hooked up.
OK. Now, Victor's obviously gone into the house with a strategy, which he is telling loves talking to the cameras about it. Do you think it's working?
It's working for now because, like he said, in the house, everyone likes him, but he realises it's a game show, so he's going to try and play the game, and he's letting everyone know that it's a game, so people shouldn't take it too seriously.
Yeah, OK, cool. Well, possibly the strategy is beginning to unravel because the girls in the bedsit, obviously, he doesn't know about them and what they've been seeing over the last couple of days. Let's have a look.
Some men will rise to the challenge, but many men will fall. When it comes to the come down, if you can't swim, you'll drown. One way or another, I will be the victor. And you can take that to the bank.
He's trying to play a game now, making himself... He doesn't realise how stupid this looks.
Now, the girls aren't too happy with him. What's going to happen when they go back in the house? That's what I want to know.
Well, I don't really think anything, really, because maybe if for someone smarter, apart from Michelle and Emma, then they might be able to use it to their best advantage, but I don't think they've got the brain cells.
Okay, then those two girls. Judy said earlier on that Emma, they'll probably have it out and then they'll end up being pretty good friends, yeah? Do you think that can happen?
I don't know. I think he'll probably be waiting in the sidelines for them to come to him. And then, if they do, then Slick will appear.
OK. Last thing I have to ask, what's the deal with the hat?
He likes wearing hats.
He loves wearing hats.
Yep.
It's his style. It's his style. It makes him feel like that's the difference when he says Victor.
Can we just have one look at that? He's got that camouflage hat. Can we roll that? You've got to show me this. Okay, here we go. Here's the hat. Here we go, as you can see. I like that hat. I've got one very similar to that. There it is. That's the white version. But here's my favourite. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. That is not the best picture of the poor boy. Definitely. Guys, thank you very much. Appreciate you coming in. Victor's friends and family, everybody. Okie dokes, today's cool BBLB, quite simply, is this whole Jason and Vanessa thing. Who is using who? Judy's with us, and she's angry. Hello, Judy.
Hi.
Let's go to the line straight away. Andrew from Lewisham. Hello, Andrew.
Hiya, chicken.
How are you?
Not bad, yourself?
Who's using who?
I reckon it's Jason's using Vanessa. I believe it's his game plan to up his profile outside the house.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. Inside, he's seen, Marco and Nadia, and Stuart and Michelle.
Do you think he has a game plan in relation to what he wants to do when he leaves the house then? Is that...
It's for the votes, I reckon he's doing it for.
OK, what do you think?
I think Jason's got game plans, but I don't think Vanessa's that stupid, actually. I think she's probably going along with it.
Do you think?
Plotting together, maybe.
Excellent. OK, we've got a couple of emails here. Thanks a lot there, Andrew. Mick from Northampton. Jason and Vanessa, I don't think anyone using anyone. It's a natural attraction. Helen, without a doubt, Jason's using Vanessa. He ain't got the looks or personality to stay in. He knows it. So what better way to start up another romance than the Big Brother house? I'm an old-fashioned romantic.
No, there's absolutely no genuine signals of attraction between those two.
Aren't there?
No, sorry.
OK. Kathy from Skegness. Are there any genuine signals of attraction between these two, Kathy?
No, there's not.
Oh.
Vanessa's taken Jason for a ride. Jason's got a role, Vanessa hasn't, and she needs a role or a gimmick to keep her in.
Oh, what do you think of that?
A gimmick, yeah. I just think they're the only two left with all their inherent teeth and everything. They make a reasonably good, toothsome-looking pair, and I think they're just cashing in on that, really.
OK, cool. So you think, do you think Vanessa can use this to her advantage and stay into the final four or so?
I think so, yeah. But of course, she doesn't know Bunny Boiler's coming back, so that could take the heat off a bit.
Brilliant. OK, thank you very much, Kathy.
Thank you.
Last call, I think, today. Debbie from Middlesbrough. Hello, Debbie.
Hiya, Dermot.
Are you right?
I'm fine, thank you.
What's your take on all this?
I think they're both playing the game and using each other. I think now Michelle and Stu aren't the love interest in the house anymore. I think Vanessa and Jay realise there's a gap to be filled, and they know that they can form a strong alliance together.
Oh, you're nodding.
You want love, don't you? No.
I do want love.
Fake.
Well, I just want genuine sexual attraction. I don't want people just playing it for the sake of it.
Well, it's interesting to watch, though. We like that sort of thing.
It is interesting to watch. Debbie, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judy. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate your time. Thanks for coming on. OK, on tomorrow's show, Jenny Trent Hughes will be here. Make sure you watch Big Brother tonight and E4 tonight and E4 7 o'clock. We'll be back at 6 tomorrow. Take care.